A look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with that other team here in the metropolitan area, the New York Giants. This will be taken about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Actually,
now a first down carry by Bell. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. On 2nd down and 4, Darnold. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said right down the word vision for him. He was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now Bell. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Anybody mark a gun, possibly?
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Backside.
This will be taken in at the 1.
Okay. I'll get
a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
They don't know him.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Running into the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Oh, God.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs or putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. And Tate's got it. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 39.
I know a retirement ceremony is a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissue. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, help, bro.
On second down, Barkley looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
On the outside. Come on, guys. Just need you to put bullets on him.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
All that needs to go.
Now Jones.
He's
got his man. This is Tate. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Thank God I had this shotgun, or we don't win that. I'm about to get serious.
6-0 our score after one.
At the front.
Ready, set. 50 seconds, come on.
Thank God for the shotgun. That was good.
A first down carry for Barkley. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half as some of these short gains turn into bigger runs later.
A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now. Throwing Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Jenkins drops him for a 4-yard loss there. And that brings up 4th down.
Well, that play was a very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry.
Oh, the kid's under me.
Blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games, and now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now Bell. Space to maneuver at the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
He wasn't even playing.
How about his vision to find the holes?
Yeah, he started moving as soon as I saw
before they even opened and hurdling through.
Bell with a first down carry there as he'll get about 4 out of that. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
James is in.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. By the end of last year, Herndon had solidified himself as the primary tight end for New York. And overall, second leading receiver in 2018 on the team behind Robbie Anderson. In fact, his 39 catches, most among rookie tight ends in the league a season ago. They'll run on first down. It's Bell. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I can't find
What's the old expression? 3 yards in a cloud of dust. In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 41, Darnold, and he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. O'Shane Zimenez in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
I'm probably going to have to cut Jimmy G after this season. I got to get rid of that contract.
It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I got to sign 2 players back.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Barkley on first down, going to work his way forward, only for about a couple there. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yeah, so far.
This is Buck Allen. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
I don't feel like flying
Back to throw. Jones. He completes it to Tate. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Jones.
I got to land short.
Incomplete.
This kid already took my whole shit.
On first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I'm landing right here.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play.
If he follows me, he's the
contact just as he's trying to haul it in.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Jones throwing again. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they will finally run him down the 9 until he brings us all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Well, go ahead and mark that down. It's one of the most bizarre first down calls in the history of the National Football League. A fake, and it backfires.
Well, we've seen a lot of
first down.
Yeah, you're right. And we've seen a lot of innovation throughout the years in the NFL.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Sam Darnold in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets will extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Let's go.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
I get a rollout.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Well, fucking...
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
There's Jones on third down. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there, a big play on fourth down. A lot of eyes on Golden Tate this year to see if he can take over some of the production that OBJ had before he got shipped to Cleveland. You know, Beckham had 1,000-yard seasons 4 of his 5 years in New York. Golden Tate struggled at the end of last year in Philadelphia, but he had a really good run in Detroit, including 3,000-yard seasons in the middle of this decade.
Legendary box.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That second down play gets a -4.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now on third down.
Oh, Kevin, I just saved you. There's a kid behind you. I just saved you.
Incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Down the kid.
Look his way at all in the first half. And
they're all dead. They're all dead.
They made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
I don't know what kind of logic that was, but...
Jones. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Oh, he dropped shot.
Third quarter, you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Bell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all. Back to him, though. Find him.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? And maybe we'll go back to the drawing board with that call.
Get all the way across the can.
No good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is.
No, I should have been loaded.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Jordan Jenkins there on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, in this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll run it again with Barkley. Call it a gain of a couple. That's going to leave it with a 3rd and about 5.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game,
this little
safeties, they are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they tried to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
I would honestly go back to the car.
Before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
I'm trying to get you somewhere with
34 now. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Barkley, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
People there, but like
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And that is going to do it.
You can try this real quick. You can try this score. One right to your left. Okay, yeah, never mind. Yeah. They've been here. Get back in. The door's open.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards.
You're gonna have to try to loop all the way over there.
Down.
Oh my God, you can enjoy.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try to pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that
effort. Hold it back.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. He'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down.
Come on.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline. But do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Bell sheds him off. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for...
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing.
You can jump it.
And they're really starting to take over in this game.
Darnold completes
Hurry.
midfield down to the 45. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Darnold completes to Bell. And he'll get it down this time to 17. So offsides the call, and they understandably declined it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Marcus Golden, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Clock continuing to run.
They're close, but they're close, though. They're
snapping it on 2nd down. To throw is Darnold.
The best thing we could do is get on this roof or in this building right here and just bait this
start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Someone should go sit in this window, though.
3rd and long following the sack.
Yeah. No. I'm telling them to do something else.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
So we don't have to shoot from the same direction.
3rd down, here's Bell. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning.
It's kind of like
so it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is that you've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Right here. The ladder's right here. Just right. Come on. The ladder's right here. Come on. Don't shoot. No. Just come on. Now run. Follow me.
Getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now
actually, these kids are going to come up here. These kids are going to come up here.
Let's just kill him. From the red zone, look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Yep.
Picked up by Will Parks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the
Don't peek.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception.
How many flashes do you have?
And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
No, sorry, jump.
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah.
I think he's doing okay.
Just get out. No, we're good.
He's got a first down past the 30. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. This one
that did not go.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
No, we gotta go left.
16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
We're just outnumbered.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll